Hi, good morning. Yeah, nice to see you again. Yeah, how are you today? Mhm. All right. Okay. So let's move on now to your lesson. Okay. So okay. So this is daily news, and this is about economics. Okay. And the title is Japan prepares big plan to lead world's robot market. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's move on now to the next page, and we have here words and phrases. Okay, so let's learn new words and phrases from the article, and let's have the first word. Please repeat after me once.
Okay.
Okay, for the first word, we have here leverage.
Leverage.
Okay, so noun means the ability to influence a situation or person. The company used its financial leverage to negotiate better terms.
The company used its financial leverage to negotiable better terms.
All right. Okay, can I have your sentence, please, or you want to skip
Can I
it?
can I skip it? Can I skip
Oh,
it?
sure. Now let's move on now to the next one, and we have here deployment.
Deployment.
Okay, it's a noun means the act of moving something into position for use. The deployments of the new system improve efficiency.
The deployment of the new system improved efficiency.
All right, subsidy.
Subsidy.
Okay, it's a noun means money granted by a government to support an activity. Farmers receive a subsidy from the government.
Farmers receive a subsidy from the government.
Okay, synergy.
Synergy.
Okay, so noun means combined action or cooperation producing greater effects. The partnership created synergy between the marketing and engineering teams.
The partnership created synergy between the marketing and engineering teams.
All right. Okay, we have here the last one, geopolitical.
Geopolitical.
Okay, it's an adjective, means relating to political and geographic factors. The policy has significant geopolitical implications.
The policy has significant geopolitical implications.
All right, thank you very much. Now let's move on now to the next page, and we have here comprehension, and this is the listening focus. Okay, now please look at the questions as I read them twice. Now, for question number one, what is the main purpose of Japan's national AI robotics strategy? What is the main purpose of Japan's national AI robotics strategy? Number two, which sectors will the AI robotics strategy cover? Which sectors will the AI robotics strategy cover? And number three, what is Japan's target for the global industrial robots market by 2040? What is Japan's target for the global industrial robot market for by 2040? Okay, so now let's move on now to listen to the article. So we have here three audios: US, UK, and Canadian pronunciation. Which do you
I'll
prefer
let
to
me listen
use?
the US audio.
All right, it starts now.
Japan prepares big plan to lead world robot market. The Japanese government is finalizing a national artificial intelligence robotics strategy. Officials want to leverage the country's current strengths in this area. The plan calls for the creation of international research hubs that will bring together research, development, and worker training. These hubs will be located near real deployment sites such as factories and homes to speed up data collection and testing. The strategy covers deployment in 16 sectors, including logistics, nursing, agriculture, and defense. The government is considering subsidies to help reach practical use by 2030. Companies will get financial help to introduce the robots successfully. The subsidies aim to support smooth adoption across many industries. Japan holds 70% of the global industrial robot market. It has an advantage in parts like motors. A new artificial intelligence made in the country by industry and schools will be ready for testing by June 2027. This shows the synergy between different groups working together. Working as one team will produce better technology than separate efforts. This plan aims to gain 30% or more of the world market by 2040. The target will strengthen Japan's position in the geopolitical competition with other major countries. The strategy uses the country's existing advantages to build a better future. Achieving this goal can bring long-term economic growth to the nation.
All right, thank you very much for listening. Do you want me to repeat the audio?
Please.
All right.
Japan prepares big plan to lead world robot market. The Japanese government is finalizing a national artificial intelligence robotics strategy. Officials want to leverage the country's current strengths in this area. The plan calls for the creation of international research hubs that will bring together research, development, and worker training. These hubs will be located near real deployment sites such as factories and homes to speed up data collection and testing. The strategy covers deployment in 16 sectors, including logistics, nursing, agriculture, and defense. The government is considering subsidies to help reach practical use by 2030. Companies will get financial help to introduce the robots successfully. The subsidies aim to support smooth adoption across many industries. Japan holds 70% of the global industrial robot market. It has an advantage in parts like motors. A new artificial intelligence made in the country by industry and schools will be ready for testing by June 2027. This shows the synergy between different groups working together. Working as one team will produce better technology than separate efforts. This plan aims to gain 30% or more of the world market by 2040. The target will strengthen Japan's position in the geopolitical competition with other major countries. The strategy uses the country's existing advantages to build a better future. Achieving this goal can bring long term economic growth to the nation.
All right, let's move on now to answer the questions, okay?
Yeah.
Now, please answer each question based on the article. Now, for question number one, what is the main purpose of Japan's national AI robotics strategy?
The main purpose is to leverage the country's current strength in this area.
All right, thank you very much. Now, let's move on to number two. Now, which sectors will the AI robotics strategy cover?
That covers deployment in 16 sectors, including logistics, nursing, agriculture, and defense.
Oh, thank you very much. Number three. Now, what is Japan's target for the global industrial robots market by 2040?
Japan's target is uh, gaining 30% or more of the world market by 2040.
All right, thank you very much. Now, let's move on now to the next page. And we have here readout. Now,
Yeah,
please read the article aloud and you may use the slashes to guide your
okay,
process.
sure.
May start.
Japan prepares big plan to lead world robot market. The Japanese government is finalizing national AI robotics strategy. Officials want to leverage the country's current strengths in this area. The plan calls for the creation of international research hubs that will bring together research, development, and worker training. These hubs will be located near real deployment sites, such as factories and homes, to speed up data collection and testing. The strategy covers deployment in 16 sectors, including logistics, nursing, agriculture, and defense. The government is considering subsidies to help reach practical use by 2030. Companies will get financial help to introduce the robot successfully. The subsidies aim to support smooth adoption across many industries. Japan holds 70% of the global industrial robot market. It has an advantage in parts like motors. A new AI a new AI made in the country by industry and schools will be ready for testing by June 2027. This shows the synergy between different groups working together. Working as one team will produce better technology than separate efforts. This plan aims to gain 30% or more of the world market by 2040. The target will strengthen Japan's position in the geopolitical competition with other major countries. The strategy uses the country's existing advantages to build a better future. Achieving this goal can bring long-term economic growth and to the nation.
Thank you very much. Now, let's move on now to the next page. And we have here now the discussion, okay? Now, please share your opinions on the questions. Now, question number one. Okay, have you ever used a robot like a vacuum or smart assistants in your home or workplace?
Cards on the table, yes. I use both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, like vacuum,
Mm.
vacuum robot, like that.
The round
Where
one.
they walk around, walk
Mm-hmm.
in my apartment and catch
Mm-hmm.
the dust and the
Dust.
hair
Yeah.
on the floor and clean my room
Mm-hmm.
by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And smart assistants as well.
Okay, so do you think that this smart robot vacuum is very convenient also to use?
Yes, I think so because I have a dog in my house.
Mm,
So
all right.
yeah, her hair is always on the
Mm,
floor.
on the
So
floor.
yeah, to get rid of such hair and dust.
All right.
So yeah, regularly turn on the I regularly turn on the
Mm-hmm.
smart vacuum,
Mm-hmm.
automated autonomous vacuum
Mm-hmm.
regularly. So this kind of technologies have a lot of pull on my life.
Oh, yeah. So it means to say that it reduces your stress
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and your efforts in cleaning the house. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on now to question number two. Now, how does working together in teams affect your ability to complete complex tasks at home or work?
Working together into mm, so working together is very important for me because when it comes to difficult, complicated
Mm-hmm.
problems that require uh, bunch of skills and
Mm-hmm.
perspectives, yeah, to tackle such kind of difficult problems, I need, I can say, somebody's hand as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, teaming up is very important to solve quickly, and I can learn. I can learn from their team members,
Mm-hmm.
mm, team members' behavior and the knowledge, and yeah. So by doing so, I can extend my um,
Mm-hmm.
capability for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes. So yeah, I can accumulate the experiences.
All right. So you mean to say it is also good
Mm.
to interact also with other members of the team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For me, yeah, yeah.
But do you find it more challenging for you, or sometimes because working in a team, okay, you are having lots of ideas, okay?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I think so. So sometimes it's difficult to team up because
Mm-hmm.
as members are increasing,
Mm-hmm.
as the number of members increase this, uh, yeah, it's difficult to make them under control.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sometimes it leads into an argument.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the team needs the leader and facilitator who can do the balancing act.
Mm-hmm. So how do you feel if there is let's say for example there are sometimes there are arguments that we cannot control, right? Now how do you feel when you are in that situation?
Let's say I was in a situation, yeah, I feel mm, you're frustrated, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. So it depends on the team members'
Mm-hmm.
capability and how I can get along with them as a person. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it highly depending on their personal
Yes, personalities.
personalities. Yeah.
Yeah, because number one is the personality and the
Mm,
behave and the attitude also of a
yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on now to the next one, okay? So for question number three. Now, if you needed help at home, okay, would you hire a human assistant or B, use a robot's helper?
Mm, it depends. It depends, of course. Yeah,
Mm,
it depends on what kind of help I need.
mm,
And just for now, I guess, for the moment, I prefer the human assistant
yes.
to do something. I
Mm,
need help because yeah, currently the robot helper's capability is very limited, even though AI that is developed really well. That doesn't have, though that doesn't have the I guess a physical device and physical
mm,
body. So uh, it's difficult for them to finish the finish the tasks happening in my house
mm,
physically. So I can consult them everything,
mm,
but yeah, the execution is depending on ourselves, so
mm.
humans, and that's why I prefer the human assistant if I
Yeah.
if I need for the help.
All right. Because a human provide flexibility.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, like the robots. Okay, because as what you mentioned, robots has only unlimited frontline
Mm,
tasks for them. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on now to question number four. Now, how do you feel about machines performing tasks that humans traditionally do, like cooking or farming?
mm, yeah, cooking and farming. Uh, uh, how can I say different aspects. So
Mm.
when it comes to cooking, it's kind of mm, hobby. So uh, yeah, uh, but for some people that is burden. Uh,
Mm.
actually, that is a task, kind of
Mm.
task. So yeah, the visibility of automating cooking
Mm.
and farming is helpful for us, and we can keep the options open.
Mm.
Like if I want to cook, I can cook, and
Mm.
but if I'm too busy to cook, I can ask the robot to make our meals. So these options, the existence of these options are these options is very important.
Mm.
Yeah. And on the flip side, farming is a very different task that requires actually workforce and facing labor shortages in countryside.
Yeah.
So yeah, in that cases, yeah, I can. Fully automated farming is very helpful for us because the farming is our base of life.
Mm-hmm.
So my money is on the automated farming.
So you mean to say maybe we can just have a balance between technology and a human work?
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
because there are some things that the technology cannot do,
Mm-hmm.
but human is a very flexible.
Mm,
Okay, so maybe we just have to have balance,
mm, mm,
technology
mm, mm.
and the human work. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on now to question number five. Now, in your family, how do people influence each other's choices about adopting new technology?
Yeah, so in my family, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
working for IT technology company and
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to using AI in daily life. So yeah, my behavior has a pull, has a big pull in my home.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I try to integrate newer technologies in my into my life. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, by showing that off, my my family can learn something
Mm.
from that.
Okay. Now, can I ask you one question? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. do you influence also your family to be updated when it comes to technology?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you
yeah.
are an IT.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Yeah, because some okay, let's say for example, let's say for my age, okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are not that expert when it comes to using
Mm-hmm.
the technology. So, do we still have a chance to learn more about the technology?
Yes, yes. So the end okay, so the entry point is using AI at first, and because everything can be run by yeah
Mm,
AI, and so that is the first step. So other subtle I guess say technologies setting up is mm, yeah, a bit difficult, I guess, so, because that requires expertise actually. But
mm,
so the technologies like AI is really open to everyone, and yeah, that can be good entry point for everyone.
all right. Thank you very much. So I have still the chance to learn more
Mm.
about
Yeah, yeah,
technology.
yeah. You can learn a lot.
Okay, so now let's move on now to question number six. Okay, now how do you think, okay, international research hubs near real deployment sites can change the way technology is tested and used?
Research on your, oh, yeah, that's really important because mm, the research is so nowadays applied technologies are really emphasized. Like the so if the for example, if the technology is very brand new and completely has the uh, break a big break to change our life in theory, and even though it seemed to have the big chance to change our life, but it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult to it is a I can say so the deployment is really different thing from the uh theory itself. So
Mm-hmm.
we need a lot of trial and error to be able to deploy steadily and integrate the new technologies into the sites and the factories and yeah, so physical room. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. So for
that
you, yeah.
okay.
So you mean to say that there will be a complicated when it
hmm
comes to the research.
Yes, there is you can say obvious gap between the research in the laboratory and
Mm,
yeah, deployment sites.
mm. Yeah, when it comes to sites, okay,
Mm-hmm.
now we always experience the disruption, okay,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to internet connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so uh, can maybe they can adopt a highly technological equipment to make
Mm-hmm.
it more visible, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just like in other sites, okay. Uh, Now, okay, because we are only using sites here in the Philippines, two sites only. That
Mm-hmm.
is the Smarts and the Globe sites and the PLDT. Okay, but sometimes what they call this one, we experience
Mm-hmm.
okay the slow internet connection also.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the problem here? The site, the main site.
Yeah, so I'm not sure the actual problem in your country, but uh, yeah, the problem you mentioned is yeah, really, like I say, getting the point, and so that kind of things would be practical limitations to install
Mm.
new technologies into sites. So yeah,
Mm.
slower internet connection is I can say bad. So. Uh,
Oh.
Yeah. You. you might you might have to, I can say, equip newer infrastructure ahead of time. Mm,
Hmm.
yeah, just before installation of newer technology. So, yeah, that might be the, I can say, result of the
Hmm.
deployment. So we can learn from the deployment, yeah, not only by the research in the laboratory.
All right. Thank you very much. Now let's move on now to question number 7. Now, do you think Japan can realistically dominate the world robot market?
I hope so, yeah,
All
because we
right.
have a lot of, yeah, chance to install new technologies, and we have a lot of, yeah,
Thank you very much,
risks.
Ricky.
Yeah.